and welcome along and welcome back to Haut-Beyleron. Today we are going to be taking on some contracts. We've got a lot of sunflower harvesting and a bit of corn harvesting that's kicking around by us. You might notice, unfortunately, though, the absence of the lovely lizard twin screw combine we had last time. Unfortunately, I did the maths. It was basically going to cost us the price of one of these contracts in order to be able to get them. So I have decided that I won't be doing that. Instead, we'll be using a harvester from the contracts to do it. It just makes sense overall. What we are going to be doing, though, is we need something in order to be able to transport the milk. Ooh, this is going to be fun. As a result, we're also going to get something that allows us to transport water. And we're going to put it on the back of the TLX here. So we're going to pop down to the shop. We're going to set ourselves up for today's contracts, which are all up the top here, fields 22, 23, and 24. And then we're going to head back down with, well, hopefully with a new tanker on the back of here. We are going to have to leave our flatbed or our truck bed down at the shop, but that's fine. It's something I don't particularly want to do, but we can pop back here and grab it later. But yeah, we need to get a tanker. We need to be able to get our stuff back up here. In fact, we may transport the header for the combine up to the field and then come back to the shop and get the tanker a bit later. We'll see how we go, but certainly we want to get rid of this water tanker we got at the moment and replace it with something more useful to us. So down here and round to the shop, and yeah, this tanker is not of great use to us if we're going to put something on the back of the TLX. So bring this round and in. There we go. And we'll disconnect that there. Move this out of the way. So park it over here. There we go. And get rid of that. So we want to repair it for £6 because that will give us a bit of extra money. We want to repaint it because that will give us a little bit of extra money. And then we want to sell it for 17,000. Really? Oh no, 7,061. Perfect. So we'll sell that. That will bring in some extra cash. Right. So contracts. Let's have a look. The three contracts we've got, as I said, field 22, 23, and 24. Now, the combine setup for 23. Do you know what? I've been umming and erring about this. It's 1,186 to go with the single big John Deere combine and run on just the single combine, or we rent or we get the equipment with these two fields, which are both small or smaller New Hollands, and we get those for 500, about 600, for about £600 versus I'm going to rent the equipment for both of these. Take both combines up there and use them. I think that is going to be a much better way to go here. So we will borrow the items for field 24. We will borrow the items for field 23 and field 22. We will just accept the contract. And yeah, we've got a lot of combines that we can now go and use on our fields, and we can get the headlands out with one combine while we just leave the other combine doing maybe the small field. I've found the new follow me is a little bit finicky, so you have to hold Control F, and then you let it work out the thing, and then when it says waiting due to detected near collision or just sets up, you just let go, and then you've got the hide worker there. I've jumped out so many times without the hide worker actually being done. Right, last thing we need to do. It's under animals. It's this here. It's the Lizard Logistics TLX 2020 Abbey Tanker. We want to put some fenders on it. Main color we're going to leave, and the license plate I am going to set to the same license plate as our truck, which I'm not actually sure what that is. It is VF001HB. So let's do that. There we go. VF001HB to fit on here. If it was a new vehicle, we would go off to the Patron and grab something. But as this is for an existing vehicle, we're going to leave the number plate as it is, or to fit the vehicle. So by that, yes. Okay. So yeah, we've saved a lot of money by switching over to a tanker we can put on the back of the TLX. But as I said, what we're going to do is just drop our truck bed off. Now, I'm not going to sell the truck bed because I do use it for transporting stuff. It works really well with a lot of transporting stuff we do. I didn't put the fenders on, but that's okay. This now is going to be our milk transport and our water transport, and should work perfectly for that. So now we have a nice convoy ready to go. Let's go contracting. So as I mentioned, the way we're going to handle this is basically split this into two jobs. On the left hand side, we are going to take out the headlands on this field first and get that going. On the right hand side, we're going to set the other combine doing the sunflowers first, and then, well, actually no, we're going to say doing the corn first, because if we can clear the corn out, then that will be quite useful to us. The rest of the convoy is working its way up here, so I'm going to unfold my header, unfold my combine, start it up, and then there we go. And then what I can do is just turn into the crop, get myself out the way. So second combine, let's connect up your PTO, take your hired worker off, unfold this, unfold the main combine. We will take off. Oh yeah, we won't worry about the second combine, the tractor behind. Let's just drop this down and into here. And as I said, we'll get rid of the corn with this combine. And yeah, we're going to need the full width of both these combines to do field 22. It is a huge field. But that one can then head off there. We can take the hired worker off this one and park it here. We can take the hired worker off this one and park it here. And then finally off this one. And I'm just going to go and park this over at our cows, because we want to move a whole load of milk from the cow pasture to our makeshift dairy. I don't know how much milk we have here, so we're going to give that a quick check. 2,600 litres of milk, so yeah, we're all right at the moment. We'll leave them doing more milk. We may not do that today. What we do need to do is get on with these contracts. I'm coming up to the end of the first headland on field 22. And it's done nearly 9%. No, it has done 9% of the contract, which is great. Looking at being about 20% through for doing both the headlands. And just at this point, you can see that the other combine has now come up as full. So we'll leave this here for a moment. We'll grab the first of our tractors. And I don't know how big the actual trailers are on these. Don't know if they'll take 2 full loads from these combines or whether it will just be the single load. Quite happy that this combine, though, has its auger out of the crop. That's really good. So we can lead this to empty. I think it's going to be all right. Let's see. 20%. Yeah. No, this is going to be a fairly full trailer, I think. So we'll want to go and tip this before we go and get back started on our headlands again. Yep, there we go. 9,300. We might as well go to the end of the row emptying this because we know that that will roughly empty in the same place again. So that's good. I don't think this is going very far. I think we're only going to the grain elevator across the road. So that would be good. 9,800 litres. Let's have a look here. Where are we taking this? This is... Oh, it is actually going to Le Jardin de Fermier's farm shop. The sunflowers are all going to the grain elevator. So what I'm going to do is get this just the other side of this tractor here. And we will send this down to there to go and drop this off. So set destination. No. Let's create job. We want to deliver to the farm shop. Where are you? No. There we go. Start point. We are going to put as down the side of this field because it's servicing both these fields. And start job. And hopefully, yeah, that's off to deliver that now. Perfect. Meanwhile, we're going to jump back in our combine and get this second headland sorted out so that when the other combine has finished both these smaller fields, it's able to come join us on this bigger one. I actually cut my second headland the wrong way round. I've got my auger into the crop and I'm very swiftly approaching a full tank. Yeah, in fact, we are not going to make it to the end of this row before we're full. We're coming up to it now, so I'm going to have to back out. Yep, so we'll back this out. We'll get our auger out, and we're going to have to bring the tractor and trailer over here. So, there we go. Grab this tractor and trailer, and yeah, it looks like our other combine is at 80% as well. So we'll empty this out first. We can then send this, or we can then go into the grain elevator with this and tip it. And then if needs be, we can send this tractor over to the farm shop while the other one is on its way back. So it's all good. It'll all work fine. We should be able to keep everything moving this way as well. We need to deliver about 53,000 litres of sunflowers to complete these contracts. So that is, by my estimate, just under 6 full trailers. No, 9,000 litres, that's going to be just under, yeah, just under 6 full trailers. Because 54 is 9 times 6. So this should give us a good amount towards completion, I think. And yeah, and then we want to hold anything else to go in. 90% for 23. Yeah, 23 is the smaller field. So that makes sense. Got a van coming, but we've managed to avoid him. And now we can go and use this trailer to get the rest. Well, actually, what we're going to do is we're not going to send this to tip immediately. We'll let this harvest the rest of the field. It should fit in this trailer. We are going to sell all the corn. None of the corn can go into any of our productions. So we're just going to straight up sell it, get the extra cash in for that. Which should pay for the hired worker bits and pieces we've got on here. And then the sunflowers are the important ones for us to hold on to. It looks like our other combine is coming up to the end of field 24. So it's got 90% complete on that contract. And yeah, they've finished their task. Oh, wow. We've got a little bit of a split pin situation here. Let's bring that in, grab those, do that. And I'm going to get this to the end of this row, ready for cutting. And then we're going to send the New Holland we've got, the T7 we've got on that field. That can head up that way. In fact, what I'm going to do, apart from clearing this up, is start the cutting with this here and get this on the right angle, and then we can go and sort out the rest, and that will get us going. So 2, 3, 4 is the row I want to do the cutting on, as per last time. So set that up. In it goes. And yeah, look, that's swinging wildly round as it tries to straighten up. Always does that on GPS. Does a massive oversteer before it gets in the right place. There we go. So then once we're on the straight, we disengage GPS and we hire a worker, and away it goes. And now we can get on with the other combine. And this combine only has 2,000 litres in it. I'm hoping there's enough space in this trailer to take 2,000 litres of corn. Otherwise, that's going to be a little bit annoying. Yeah, there we go. It's taken all of that. This is up to 90%. So out to here again, we are going to create job. We are going to do a deliver to the farm shop. I want it to come back and park over here and start job. So there we go. That should now head off, hopefully. Yeah, there it goes. And this combine now, I can get this into the second sunflower field. And as a result, we will then get that cleared out, and then we can get both combines working together over on field 24 and clear that out quickly. So yeah, away you go, and I'm heading back to my other combine that is currently cutting into this row here. I think we've probably delivered enough of our stuff for field 23 already. Looking at this, field 23, yeah, it's saying only 800 litres to go. I think we've already delivered enough for 23. For field 24, yeah, we've got 9,800 litres to go. We're easily going to cover that with this delivery. So field 24 will complete now. We'll make a little bit of extra money, and that will be good. But yeah, field 23, we do not need to deliver anything more for. So I think what we're going to end up doing is filling both trailers, or both tractors and trailers, and making sure that the rest of field 24 is harvested before we go and actually deliver any more sunflowers for there. That way we should immediately start delivering sunflowers for the contract on here on field 22 instead, and won't waste any of the crop by from field 24 by delivering it and over delivering on the contract. And in fact, field 24 is complete. We've got another 798 plus 80, and yeah, field 23 is now half complete. So this is going really well. It is 20 past, quarter past 2 in the afternoon. We are up to 80% in this harvester as well. So I'm very much keeping an eye on where we are with everything. We're going to have to empty out in the near future. In fact, knowing that I need to fill the trailer, I think we might go and empty out at the end of this row, and then we know that this combine will be able to go on a little bit longer before we have to empty, and then we can empty the other combine into the other tractor and trailer when that gets back up here. This combine actually isn't a bad size for this field. We are 33%, so a third of the way through this contract. Yes, it's taken us a while to do it. And I want to top this trailer off. So I did empty into this last time. I'm going to just top it off so that we can go a little bit longer. And then I'm going to go and look at our other combine because that is getting fairly full. Right. There we go. That should do it. Yeah, there we go. Position it. Spread it out a little bit because this is going to fill this trailer up. There we go. Yep, there we are. So that's all full. Now I can go and position this over the next way, and we'll go and check on what's happening with the other combine. So this combine is getting a little bit full, and I want to keep it moving, and then I want to bring it up for use with us on the other field. So let's get into here and grab that. I think, as I said, I think this contract is going to complete without us having to actually deliver any more sunflower seeds for this field. And then we'll be able to just put in 2 full loads or 2 full trailers straight off for field 22 and immediately get a whole boost with that. There we go. 9,134. It wasn't far off a full tank, that combine then. Just going to take this combine and help finish this field off. I'd like to get both combines working together, and easiest way to do that is for us to just get this working like so. And that then is the next 651 litres into here. So we'll just empty that out. And then we can take both these tractors and trailers and just get them emptied out before we continue. Obviously, once this contract is done. Although I'm surprised this contract hasn't yet completed. That is so... Oh, this is going to be a pain to get done. Because, yeah, those 800 litres. So everything we've seen so far has suggested that the amount here for to go is a little bit under. Yeah, that's just weird that it's... Or you need to deliver a little bit under that. It's still saying 800... litres to go, so we're gonna need to sort that and get that going. Let's open this, and yeah, I want to get both combines cutting in now. We are only a third of the way through the other field. It is 4 in the afternoon, so I want to get all these contracts out today. If we can do that, that's going to make a big difference. Right, let's get this over here. And I think we'll send a hired worker in for both of these just to get them going, and then we can go and empty the tractors and trailers ourselves and just keep an eye on that. So let's get this lined up here. So it's lined up going in. Turn it on, drop it down. This. We'll take GPS off. There we go. Hire a worker for that. And hire a worker for that. And away we go. So this is going to take some careful precision to get just 800 litres out into here. But it should complete this contract and immediately go in for the second. 94. How much is left? 400 litres. Right, there we go. And now it's going into field 22. So we're good. But that was exactly the amount that we were expecting to have to deliver. that is a little bit ridiculous. 24% off one trailer delivered for field 22 though, so that's really good. What we can do now is, well, we're probably only going to need one tractor and trailer going forward, but I'm going to empty out the second one, and then we will take ourselves and probably just use this one for the rest of this contract. Second trailer, this had about 10,000 litres in it, and we are now 48% delivered for this contract. So all in all, that is pretty good. We are making good progress. We're now over 50% of the way through this contract. And yeah, we're not going to need two tractors and trailers to do this for just such a short amount. For the Feurer farm shop, much more necessary. For here, less so. We'll be able to keep these two combines going fairly easily at this point, I think. Now, if I've calculated this right, we should have roughly a full trailer's worth at the end of these rows. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're going to have more than a trailer's worth off these two combines at the end of these two rows. Absolutely fine. Means we'll be able to turn them around and get them started on the next cut in and the next setup. But they're working really well together. I am so very happy with how well this has gone. Gonna put the auger out at the side here, and at the end of this row we will go and empty this combine out. First though, I want to try and catch the other one before the hired worker finishes. So over to here, start the engine, bring it round. No, we're too slow. Hired worker has finished, so we are going to have to take this out to here and get that emptied. I think the moral to that story is we position the tractor at the point where it would be able to empty at the end of the row. But empty out. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, that's gonna do pretty well there. Get that finished, and then we'll line both combines up to go again. It is 5:30. It is getting fairly dark, but that is to be expected. And yeah, the combine that's gonna not be empty is the one that we're driving, so that's fine. Right, there we go. That's that one done. Let's go and empty and fill up the rest of this, and then we can line both these combines up again to get them going. So under here, get that emptied like so, and yeah, we'll get a nice full trailer off here before we do the last part of this field. Trailer is full and we've got 8% left. So, right, I want row 16, 17, 18, and 19. We are going to head in for row 20. We'll get the lines on, get ourselves nicely lined up. And that way, each combine can take 4 rows. And as we've seen, that gives us a fairly good position. So that off and hire a worker for that row. We get the other combine going, and then yeah, we should complete things, and we'll see how close we get with what we've got left. I don't think we've got a massive amount left to deliver for this field. Possibly. Well, we want to be careful, I think, how much we unload into our trailers. So, in and on, line it up, and away goes the hired worker. So we'd only delivered just under half last time. But this is 12,000 litres, so this is a little bit more. I think we're going to end up with having delivered about 75 to 80% of what we need to deliver for this field with this trailer. And 77% smack bang in the middle of that estimate. So yeah, It's going to be less than a full trailer that needs to be delivered now in order to complete this contract. So we need to be careful of how much we're going to deliver. How much do we actually need to do? 9,200 liters. So it's slightly less than a full combine tank's worth. What I'm going to do is park this then over here. We'll park it in the spot where we can get it unloaded, which, looking at roughly where that was sitting before, is going to be around about here. And our combine then should empty into it fairly easily. I'm quite pleased that we didn't keep that other harvester. It would have cost us the whole value of this contract to have it at the very least. And on top of that, we're not going to get a massive amount of excess sunflowers to put into our windmill. We've only got 6,189 here. So maybe 6,300 if we're lucky off here. There's not a whole lot left. And our other combine is currently coming to the end as well. So in both cases, it's not a huge amount that we're left with. But it is it's a full tank on one of these combines that I need. And I don't think I have it from either combine at the moment. Right, position this here. We'll see if that one is going to clonk it. Oh, it might do. Ah, there we go. Oh, wow. Where are you going? Don't go anywhere, please. Come back here. Right, so this again has 6,400. So let's empty this one out first. 6,487 liters from this one. And so we need another 2,800 out of this. So, oh, that's going to be fun to calculate. Let's try this then. 4,800. Where's that take us to? 7,900. So need another 1,300. So that should take us down to 3,500 roughly. And there. 3,569. 9,207. Wow. That is actually pretty much spot on. I am very, very pleased with that. Contract 9,200 liters. So we are 7 liters over. This should complete this contract and hopefully make us the money. Well, yeah, and then make us a decent amount of money, and then whatever is left in our combine, sort of 3,500 liters is all we've got left over across 2 fields. Right, we're going to take this down to 1,000 liters and see where we are. Up it goes. And shut it off. 93%. 94%. There we go. It still overdid. Wow. That's really weird. So our first field, field 24, field 23, that took every last ounce of what it asked for. Field 24, or field 22, much bigger field, did not need everything that Better Contract said. So, yeah, that is just weird. Let's put the last 3,500 liters in, though. And then this can go down to our windmill. Despite the low amount of sunflowers we have left over from this contract, and I think we could have had over 4,000 liters, we have done pretty well today. 3 contracts, all completed, all done. within the day, which is great. We're going to have to start looking at our fields, I think. And yeah, we need to get some lime on those and probably look at getting them cultivated ready for next year's crop, which is probably, I think I'd probably put spring barley in here to continue. That is all of that in there. How is this looking? Yeah, sunflowers are full. Any more left in here? Nope, this is completely empty, so that nearly filled it up to its brim. Turn that off. Yeah. Old trailer, new tractor over here. Old tractor, new trailer over here. Let's complete these contracts, and this tractor will disappear. So into here and contracts. So yeah, we're making a decent amount. Let's collect and collect. Total then, we're up to 31,838. So pretty good. That has that's paid a good whack of what we paid actually to get the combine. And oh man, that is just the most amazing sight, the windmill against the moon. And what a way to end it. We're heading into November next time. We hopefully are going to have enough milk to get the butter started. I want to do an entire tanker of that for that. And yeah, then the cake baking will begin. And we should manage to get some out before the end of this series. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.